Hey guys, welcome to today's 1/6 Galaxies video. Today we are taking a look at something quite unique, that being the Kaustic Plastik or Infinite Statue and Collectibles Horror of Dracula Luxury 6-scale action figure pack. So there are 3 different ways that you can purchase these figures, and I will break down each one for you, so that way you know what to look for. Now, this luxury pack is sold out, and it was only available at the Infinite Studios website, and there were a series of web exclusives like t-shirts and whatnot as well. This artwork is also exclusive to the luxury pack. If you purchase the non-luxury version of the figure, you will get this artwork on little cards with a thank you note from Kaustic Plastik for supporting them. So you can see that the box does give us a black and white look at Peter Cushing as Dr. Van Helsing and Christopher Lee as Dracula, as they appeared in the 1958 film. You can see it's got the breakdown there as well. So lifting off the cover, it is a shoebox style box. We can see that you get the figures as they appear in their standard looks, with the dialogue exchange from the film, which I think is an awesome touch. The sides of the box break down what each figure comes with. So Dracula is done in a black, Van Helsing is done in a... also black. But yeah, basically the sides of the box list the accessories that you're expected to get in the box. And the back of the box has the credits. This is a numbered set, so I was lucky enough to get number 5 out of 280. Although I believe the other 2 versions aren't numbered. When we lift off, we can see that it is foam. Everything is really nicely well packed. And then you can see where the figures and the accessories would have been, as well as the deluxe and luxury accessories, which we will get to shortly. So I'm going to do something similar to what I did with the Iconic Studios figures, because I do already have the figures set up. So we can see that Dracula, starting off, has a series of different hands. Most of them are gestures like pointing. He has a hand for holding the candlestick that he comes with. So the hands themselves are really well textured as well, just keeping that in mind. We have a gesturing hand. On his other side, you can see the hands do include his ring, which is a really nice touch, and as you would expect these high-end figures to come with. You can see he's also obviously quite pale, which again is quite a nice touch. And lastly, we get another sort of gesturing hand as well. Van Helsing's hands. Van Helsing's hands are all gloved. But you can see the glove is very nicely detailed and sculpted, as you would expect it to be at this level of quality. So everything you're seeing here, you get in the standard versions of the figure. So regardless of which version you buy, you do get this many hands, which is really cool. All right, starting off with Van Helsing. You can see the standard sculpt for Van Helsing. Does have an amazing likeness to Peter Cushing. We can see that he has this really thick velvety jacket, which again is fantastic. This does function, so you can remove it, showing off the suit that's underneath. And again, that suit is really well done as well. Toying with the idea, I don't know if I want him in the coat or if I want him in the suit. I haven't decided yet. He also comes with this crucifix, which is on like a rosary bead kind of a chain as well, which again is awesome. You can see the hand for holding that. You can also see that other hand as well. So in addition, the standard Van Helsing does come with the 2 candlesticks that he uses to make the crucifix at the end of the film. He, of course, comes with a very nicely detailed and painted stake. And he also comes with a worn down hammer for that stake, which again, as you can see, is done remarkably well. His display stand is magnetic, so we can see the floor there of Dracula's castle, and it says Horror of Dracula Van Helsing. And yeah, you can just see that they've really nailed that Peter Cushing likeness, and it is amazing. Now, as I said, there is another version of the figure you can buy. This is currently still available at Pop Culture, I believe. I'm not too sure about any other stores currently, but if you get the deluxe set, you also get this battle sculpt as well. So you can see that it's obviously still Peter Cushing. He's in a lot angrier. He's obviously been knocked around a little bit, and he's ready to stake Dracula or fight him with the bedroom sticks. So up to you if you prefer which sculpt you prefer. There is the neutral hat-on sculpt versus the battle sculpt. So this is a deluxe set. Now, exclusive to the set that I got, we also do get this neutral portrait with the hat off, which I do think is also quite impressive. But I think the hat-on portrait probably gets his likeness just a tiny bit better. But again, it's really nice to have options. So again, if you want something more dynamic, you can use that battle sculpt. Or if you want him like I've got him at the moment, just chilling, you can do that. All right, Dracula does have less accessories, but he's also extremely awesome. So his display stand, obviously it says Horror of Dracula, and it says Count Dracula. It is the same floor. You can see that it is magnetic. He includes a lit candle, which is done very, very well as well. And you can see the candle itself there is also really nicely detailed, and it looks like the wax is actually melting, which is awesome. So this is the sculpt from the standard Christopher Lee. So you can see that he is ready for action. He's a bit weary. He hasn't had blood in a while. His eyes are starting to go that red. Yeah, it's awesome. You can see the suit. There was an additional cape you could buy that had the red on the inside from the 63 film, I think it was, where they changed his cape. It was about £25 or something. I just didn't want to incur the extra cost. I probably should have in the long run, because now it's sold out, but this cape does fine, and it is from the original 58. Now you can see that Dracula does include these pair of like attack hands as his main, as the hands that are already on the figure when you unbox him. So I haven't done anything to the figures other than just put them on display stands here. Yeah, you can see that that sculpt is definitely Christopher Lee. Now again, if you were to get that deluxe set, you get this sculpt here where his eyes are much more red, and he has now taken a bite, and he's got blood on his teeth, and he's got blood going down his mouth. Again, amazing sculpt, and lends itself to our dynamic display. Now, the other really cool thing is if you got the luxury set to match Van Helsing, we also do get a neutral sculpt from that exchange of words that were on the box. So this is that's kind of that look when Christopher Lee is standing at the top of the stairs, looking down, about to walk down into the main room. So again, really awesome. Definitely Christopher Lee. You could almost, if you had a James Bond collection, you could probably almost use this sculpt Scaramanga if you really wanted to. So yeah, really useful sculpt to have, I think. So again, you can buy the standard with just the one sculpt and the accessories I've gone through, or you can buy the deluxe, which includes those 2 extra sculpts. Also available is the Count Dracula coffin. Now you can see that mine does have, let's move Dracula out of the way here. Mine does have a really tiny blemish under the sign there. I'm hoping maybe it'll just wipe off. But either way, it's a really cool accessory to have. It is plastic, and it does lift off to reveal the pillow on the inside. It does say Count Dracula. The coffin is also available separately. The luxury pack included it as the final accessory. So these guys are currently, I think they're currently $4.50 each for the deluxe on Pop Culture. And the coffin is $135. You can, of course, order them together and then use a 10% in pennies to bring them down even further. And, yeah, this is a really, really cool set to have for horror fans, I think, and just an amazing set all around, even if you just collect classic characters. These guys are amazing, and Kaustic Plastik have done a fabulous job of bringing these guys to 1/6 scale life. Anyway, guys, this has been our look at the luxury Kaustic Plastik Dracula and Van Helsing from 1958. But yeah, again, if you are interested in them, I believe you can probably still get the standard and the deluxe versions in different retailers, but the 3-pack with the exclusive neutral sculpts that I've shown off are sold out, I believe. But yeah, happy collecting, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching.